Hi, my name is Lauren and this is my first YouTube video. I am here to celebrate today 1 year of being vegan. There are 3 really big reasons why I wanted to make this video. 1, I really want to give back. 2, I want to talk about why I became vegan. And 3, the benefits and how it's changed my life. So number 1 is giving back. A year ago, I was in the same position as probably somebody watching this video today, where I was looking for ideas, looking for inspiration, looking for what a vegan plant-based lifestyle looked like. And I stumbled across a lot of research and a lot of YouTube videos, and they really helped me get started on the right foot with plant-based diet. So I wanted to give back, and I hope that this video helps inspire someone else as well, and that maybe is in the same position as me, that is looking to, I don't know, get started on a vegan diet, or maybe wants to change the way they eat, or wants to hear more about what a vegan lifestyle is like. Okay, so second reason why I became vegan, and I think this is the big one that a lot of people are wondering about. So a little over a year ago, I got some news from somebody that's really near and dear to me, that they came back from the doctor with high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. And it was a shocker. But, you know, I thought, okay, well, what did the doctor suggest? I mean, the doctor must have told you to do something to kind of help these conditions. And this person said, no, the doctor just put me on a bunch of meds. And that really didn't sit well with me. I just felt like medicine isn't the answer for problems. I just felt like the doctor was just taking a Band-Aid and putting it over the wound rather than fixing the problem. So it made me really curious, and it made me start researching just different ways to help fight, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. And a lot of the research I did online, through YouTube, through articles I've read, a lot of them pointed back to a plant-based lifestyle. And so that intrigued me to learn a little bit more. I happened to be on Netflix one day just scrolling around, and I was like, let me see if they have any vegan documentaries. So I stumbled across quite a few documentaries on Netflix. The first one I came across was called Cowspiracy, and that one kind of talks about the impact of animal agriculture on the environment. So the fact that they're fed, all the resources that are used to feed them, slaughter them, and then obviously put them in the grocery stores for us, and how expensive that is and how it takes a toll on our environment. Another documentary that I really enjoyed watching was called Forks Over Knives, and that one kind of advocates for a plant-based lifestyle, and it talks about avoiding and reversing several chronic diseases. So it did talk about cholesterol and diabetes, and how living a plant-based lifestyle can change that. Another documentary I saw was What the Health, and that one talks about the corruption in government and businesses, and how that costs trillions of dollars in healthcare, and how it's keeping us sick. So all these documentaries really opened my eyes to what's going on in our world, because I guess I could say that I kind of live a sheltered life and I don't really do a lot of research. So when I started looking at this stuff, it really got me thinking. And then 1 year ago, on August 20th, so the day before I became vegan, I was in my bed about to go to sleep, and I was just on YouTube looking at different people who were making vegan videos, or why they became vegan. And I stumbled across this video called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear by Gary Yourofsky, if I'm pronouncing that right. And his video was set in a college classroom, and he was giving a speech to college students, and he was talking about the compassion and kindness for animals, but also the horror of the meat industry and the dairy industry. And I will say right there that video is what changed my life. That is the video that made me go vegan. Although I was researching a lot for health reasons, that video about compassion for animals and how badly they're treated really changed me. And I called up my fiance that night and said, hey babe, I think I'm gonna go vegan. I'm doing it. And he supported it 100%. I went cold turkey vegan. I don't necessarily recommend that to everyone. For me, I just was so moved by things, how animals were being treated, and I just wanted to stop completely, and I did. And it was hard because I had to learn a lot along the way, but by doing that, I learned a lot about myself. So my why was initially curiosity about health, but that actually turned into compassion for animals, and so that's why I became vegan. The third reason I really wanted to make this video was to talk about how it's changed my life and also just the benefits of going plant-based. So first thing, weight loss. A lot of people you'll see talk about weight loss on a vegan diet. I will say that I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I have been overweight since I was a child, and I've done every diet in the books, and it's been a roller coaster. Weight up, weight down, weight up, weight down. I didn't initially do this for weight loss, but it did drop. In my before picture that I had posted on social media not too long ago, January of 2018, I was my heaviest I've ever been in my whole life. I was miserable. I felt sluggish. I felt like crap, honestly. And I lost maybe about 10 pounds from January until August, again, fluctuating up and down. And then in August of 18, when I became vegan, till August 21st, today of 2019, I dropped 45 pounds, and I've kept it off. Initially, it started just a pound or two a week, and I didn't have to do any exercise just by taking out dairy, meat, and eggs from my diet. I was still eating carbohydrates, but my body was eating a lot of nutritious food, and so I was dropping the weight, and it felt great. I was starting to feel better about myself. My energy was awesome. So you will definitely lose weight on a vegan diet. Second thing that really changed me was my skin. A lot of people, when I first started eating plant-based, were saying, your skin looks really good. Your like skin is glowing. And I didn't see it at first, but I soon realized it was obviously because of what I was eating. I used to have chest acne, back acne, face acne. Not super bad, but I mean, I'd get a pimple here or there every other week or so. Now I rarely get acne at all. I'll get an occasional blemish when it's that time of the month or something like that. But no more acne, which is awesome. And something else that I thought was really cool that I think is a benefit of being plant-based is, and this is my personal beliefs, is how it helps the planet and the animal welfare. I mean, I've learned a lot that the way that our industry is in raising animals to kill them or raising them to use them for their milk or their eggs is causing a big toll on our environment, and it's one of the leading factors in emissions going up into the air. So that's a big one for me. Also, just the animal welfare. A year ago, I didn't believe this, but now I do, that I think it's inhumane to kill living creatures. Whether it's a dog or a pig, to me they're the same thing. They're both animals. Now, I just want to throw this in there really quick. These are my beliefs and what I feel, and I'm just letting you know my experience and what I think. Whatever works for you is great, and whatever makes you happy, I'm all for it. I'm just kind of telling you what I believe and how it's benefited me in my life. So something else that's really been a great benefit, not necessarily towards me, but something I've researched and saw, is how it's helpful with your health. So a lot of the research I've done and the documentaries I've watched have talked about how eating a plant-based lifestyle can lower the risk of heart disease. It can lower the risk of cholesterol. It can lower the risk of cancer, having a stroke, developing diabetes, and honestly, it just promotes a longer lifespan because you're eating very healthy. You're eating from the earth, the most nutrient-dense foods you can. So I think that's been super helpful as well. It's really changed my life too, as far as I've had to get creative in the kitchen. I went from eating every food under the sun to whole food plant-based things. So vegetables, fruits, beans, rice, legumes, quinoa, and I've gotten really creative too. I literally go on Pinterest for every recipe, and any recipe that I ever used to eat with meat and dairy and eggs, I can find a substitute for with plant-based foods. it's amazing the things I've come up with. My fiance made me tres leches cake that was vegan. I made an ice cream cake that was vegan. I mean, burritos and lasagna and anything you can think of. It's endless. Pinterest has been awesome. The stores now, it's incredible. Like, you'll see a whole section of just plant-based foods in the stores. We have so much going for us as far as our selection of food. I mean, they have plant-based chicken nuggets. They have plant-based, I don't know what else, burgers and hot dogs. And my fiance and I have found so many great things that taste so awesome. So that has been awesome, just to explore new foods and new ways to cook things and doing it all in a healthy way, which has been great. To wrap it up though, I feel amazing all the time. I have a ton of energy. My passion for working out has come back. At one point I did plateau in my weight loss journey, and now I've been exercising more, but I want to get outside. I want to walk around. I want to lift weights because I feel good. I don't feel sluggish anymore, and that's an amazing feeling. And one more big thing is now I eat intuitively, and I really think about what I'm putting in my body instead of just eating because it's lunchtime or eating because it's breakfast. I'll wait till I'm hungry to eat. I'll wait and I'll listen to my body, and I'll try to eat things that my body's telling me. And I know that might sound kind of weird, but I'll eat foods that my body's craving. Sometimes I just really want fruit or vegetables or carbs, and I just listen to my body. What's next for me? First it was just food, and now I'm transitioning into vegan as far as my lifestyle. So not only what I'm ingesting, but what I'm putting on my body and what I'm using. So for instance, I switched my skincare regimen from one brand to now a vegan brand. So I use Lush. Lush has amazing products that are plant-based. They do have some that have milk or honey in them, but they do have ones that strictly say vegan on them, so I use that. I've really researched a lot on makeup, and I've been using vegan makeup brands that are cruelty-free and animal product-free. Hair care, skin care, I've been doing it all, and I'm not saying I'm a perfect vegan, because I don't think there's anybody out there that's perfect with anything they do, but I'm just constantly learning and growing and getting better at what I eat, what I ingest, what I put on my body, so that I can take care of myself and also know that I'm doing better for the animals in our world. So if you're someone that's out there that is thinking of going vegan or plant-based, or maybe wants to try something new, I could do a whole video on how to be plant-based, or where I began, or the foods you can eat, but I feel like I should save that for another time. But what I will say is, don't be hard on yourself. Start small. It might not be as easy for you as going cold turkey and not eating dairy, eggs, or meat like I did. Maybe you start by just adding more plants to your meals. Maybe half your plate is vegetables and the other half is whatever you want. Also, I'd really highly suggest watching the Netflix videos that I talked about. I'll link them below, and also the YouTube video, The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear. I think those are very inspirational, and they'll get your mind thinking. And I just want to leave you with a big thank you. Thank you so much for watching this. I know some of you have been waiting for a while for this to come out, and I've been really working hard thinking about what I wanted to say for a long time. I appreciate any of your support. Please like this video. Please comment if you have any questions or any ideas for future videos. I would like to continue making videos if you feel like this was helpful. And if you'd like to subscribe, you'll be one of my first subscribers, because this is my first YouTube video ever. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!